often and get the testing necessary and not be neglectful of your own body, because you have to be primarily in charge of your body, and it's something women often don't do.
All right, we're going to have more of Leslie's conversation with Sylvia Harris Thursday night on Commanders Weekly. She talks about raising her family in D.C. and why it's so important that they give back to the community. Well, if you missed last Thursday's Commanders Weekly, we have you covered, because this week our Simone D'Alba highlighted the team kicking off their annual Commanders Read program. Now the goal, well, is to inspire kids to read. Commanders Weekly, streaming right after this show on WUSA 9+. All right. Hey, it is time to break down the key head-to-head matchups for the game. And Sean, which ones are you looking forward to the most as the game unfolds when we're talking about this game there? Because there's some crucial,
crucial ones. So many good ones. Normally I talk about the receivers and DBs,
right? But
I'm talking about the big guys this week.
Okay.
Myles Garrett.
Oh, he's a stud.
In that defensive front, but really Myles Garrett against everybody across Washington. The focus is on Wiley and Coleman. But Myles Garrett, man, last week he had 7 of the Browns' pressures. So of their 11 pressures were totally disrupted. According to Next Gen Stats, that's 38.9%. That's like the highest in the league. That was unbelievable. And he had 2 sacks.
Right.
So Myles Garrett and how they position him and who they decide to attack, whether that's Wiley, whether that's Coleman, is the guy, the matchup, and how we got to account for and block him.
Right. Is there any way you can account for blocking a guy who disrupts the offense that much? Do you double team him? Do you send 4 dudes at it? You can't send 4, but how do you handle something like that?
But everyone on the offensive line needs to know where he is, because during the week, he's the type of guy at practice, what they'll do, Winston, is they'll put a jersey on him, like a gold jersey. You have to know with this guy, he's like Michael Parsons.
Right.
You have to know what Myles Garrett is.
Because he's moving around.
Because he's moving around, so sometimes they'll put him on the Wiley, or they'll put him, they'll stun him inside, and Cosme may see him. So, or Coleman. The bottom line is you cannot not know where he is.
Right. And he's a big guy. You can't miss him.
Can't miss him at all.
Yeah.
He is big. Right. And he's a basketball player, too.
And he's a basketball. He's an all-around athlete. He's a stud. Yeah. All right. So we want to get a handle on what's going on with him.
Buying or selling is sponsored by Coons Automotive.
All right, let's get back to our buying or selling game day scenario. Jaden Daniels will complete 85% or more of his passes today. And you know what? You know what the public is saying? Our fan base is saying an overwhelming amount. Say 89% of you say that you are buying, and that means that you think Jaden Daniels will continue his hot start today. Only 11% of you think that Jaden Daniels cools off at least a little bit, so you are selling. So 89% say he's going to...
We drinking the Kool-Aid here in Washington, man. I love it, though.
Right. It's good, but that bar is really high. So we wish he continues that. We hope he continues that. Time now for our final thoughts. We want to send it back out to Chick at Northwest Stadium. Sean, we're going to start with you before we get to Chick. Final thoughts on the game.
Every week I get the pulse of the fan base by talking to one of my friends, Danny Roman, and I call him. I said, "What are you thinking?" And first thing he said, "We're winning the NFC East." Listen, hey guys, we got to slow down.
Right.
We can't overlook Cleveland. They're a very, very good team. We got Baltimore next week, but we got to focus on task at hand. So my thoughts are win the one-on-one matchups, start fast, get on top of a team, but let's not drink the Kool-Aid too early. Listen to the fans. Let's go out there and just take care of business at home.
Right. And the thing is, you can't get too low and too high week to week, Chick. I mean, even if whether you win or you lose, you're okay. We still early in the season. We're just going to keep it going, make some adjustments, and keep it moving. Chick, your thoughts.
Before I do that, Sean, Terry McLaurin, biggest smile on his face the last couple of weeks. If you're the Cleveland Browns, can you stop him?
Well, you got Denzel Ward, so a key matchup is Denzel Ward practiced against him every day at Ohio State.
Yeah.
So he's very, very familiar with him, so look for that matchup, and I think that's what you're going to see. Top 10 passing defense in the league.
My final thoughts. Okay. By the way, I'm not sure where Sean hung out last night. That voice was a little scratchy as I bring my guy top.
I got allergies, Chick. I have allergies, man. The weather's nice.
I'm just saying. So for some final thoughts here, you're looking around the stadium. What do you see?
Well, you know what? We mentioned it's hot for October, and they've got the big fans. I don't mean the rah-rah fans. I mean the cooling fans on both sides. And they're going to need them today. I mean, it's going to be probably 80, 85 on this AstroTurf.
Right.
So, that's hot.
It's hot. Well, what's hot right now are the Washington Commanders as they get ready to take on the Cleveland Browns and go amazingly. Look, they had just 4 wins last year. They're going for their 4th win of the season. What's your call? What's your final thought?
My final thought is they're going to win,
Okay.
but I don't want to put too much pressure on Jaden.
Okay.
All right.
Well,
Records are great, but let's just have a win. Let him just be calm. We got to run the ball. Fine.
well, it'll be the Browns' issue about putting pressure on Jaden Daniels. For Topper Shut, Sean Springs, Wisdom Martin, I'm Chick Hernandez. Listen, the Burgundy and Gold are on a run right now. The fans are going to be here in droves, right? Setting up a new home field advantage for the Washington Commanders. Thank you for watching Commanders Kickoff. Enjoy the game. We'll see you later. See you
Go
later.
Commanders.